Prime Minister of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Highness, Prince Mohammed, Excellencies, first of all, I really want to congratulate you for this great initiative that you've taken. Greening Saudi Arabia. It's romantic, it's idealistic, and all my prayers are with you. And inshallah, all the experience that we have had in so far planting 2.5 billion trees in Pakistan, and our target is 10 billion trees. So we will be sharing all our experience with you, Highness. 10% of the countries are responsible for 80% of world emissions. And Pakistan happens to be one of those countries, Excellencies. Unfortunately, we are in the 10 most vulnerable countries in the world to climate change. I'll just, in the last 10 years, what we've been through, we've had 152 extreme weather events, which has triggered economic loss of over $3.8 billion. Our future climate adaptation costs are estimated between $6 to $14 billion. So we decided that before the world takes any action, we as a country, for our own survival, must take whatever it is possible within our reach. So these are the actions we've taken. We've decided that we will shift 60% of all our energy into clean energy by 2030. 30% of all transport will be shifted to electric vehicles by, again, 2030. We've already shelved 2,400 megawatts of coal projects, replaced them by 3,700 megawatts of hydroelectricity. Then we've committed that there will be no new coal projects in Pakistan. The only energy through coal will be through gasifications, and that is local coal, which is in Pakistan. We've also focused on nature-based solutions. We have, as I mentioned, we have invested, this is our biggest initiative, in 10 billion trees. We've already planted 2.5 billion. And secondly, mangroves. Pakistan is the only country where the mangrove cover is growing. And as you would all know, mangroves absorb the highest amount of carbon emissions. So we plan to plant 1 billion more mangrove trees by 2023. We're also expanding our wilderness. During the COVID crisis, we have increased our national parks by 50%. In the process, we have also provided green jobs, jobs that are related to improving our environment. 85,000 jobs we've produced, and by the next year, they should go up to 200,000. And finally, we have come up with a way of restoring our wetlands, recharging the water level, the aquifer. And this is through diversion of flood waters, which is, again, it's a new initiative that we have taken. Excellencies, the World Bank has put Pakistan as #1, the country that has used development finance and shifted it to climate-friendly trajectory. So 44% of all our financing has been climate-friendly. We have these initiatives how to finance our vision. And for that, we have, #1, we have green bonds. We have collected $500 million for hydroelectric power. Secondly, blue bonds, which is natural valuation of our mangroves, and World Bank is already doing that. Thirdly, nature bonds. Pakistan is piloting this globally by linking debt relaxation with nature and climate performance. And fourthly, we have energy transition mechanism, turning coal to green through innovative financing and addressing the green premium of this transition. Pakistan is again piloting this for clean transition of existing coal infrastructure. Finally, Prince Mohammed, again, I want to thank you that you've invited us here. The humanity faces probably one of the biggest crises. Unfortunately, this crisis was quite visible 20 years ago. But somehow we were all in self-denial. No one thought that this would actually happen, that actually the temperature was getting warmer. No one believed that there would be effects of this. Once you alter this balance of nature, there were always going to be implications, but no one thought there would be any implications. But just in the last 2 years, what we have seen, fires in Siberia, in California, in the Mediterranean, unprecedented, Australia. And then we have these flooding, unprecedented floodings. We in Pakistan face, and not just Pakistan, all along the whole humanity living on the base of the Himalayas and the Karakoram, which depend on their water, on the river waters from the glaciers. All of us face this stark reality that the glaciers are melting at a fast pace. And in years to come, unless we do something drastically, we will run out of water. Our rivers will not have water to feed our population. And this is not just in Pakistan, it is going to affect India. And on the other side, on the northern side of the mountain range, it's going to affect Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, all the countries that depend upon the glacier waters. So thank you for holding this great initiative. I want to thank you for inviting me. And I hope that all of us collectively take this challenge much more seriously than so far what we have done. Thank you.